Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are about to use a lot of tea leaves. Actually, I'm planning to use mostly tea leaves in order to see in which way the reading is going to go, what fortunes you are going to get, and what messages are meant for you. So, there isn't anything else I can add to this intro. Let's proceed towards the reading and find out together. Alright, so for the pick a card I will use Angel Whispers, which has a lot of angel numbers, and for the rest I'm going to use the Golden Art Tarot and tea leaves as I promised. And I will be using a lot of tea leaves. So let's start with the card selection. Let's see which card is going to represent pile number 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see which card is going to represent pile number 2. We have 999. And let's finally see which card is representing pile number 3. Alright, we have 222. So, as usual, I will give you some time in order to just use your intuition or just feel which card attracts you the most and select that one which is going to lead you towards your reading. You will see the cards in a bigger screen, so feel free to pause if you need it. And I will give you a few extra seconds anyway, so whenever you are ready, just choose your pile and I'll meet you in your reading. Pile number 1, just to make things a bit more magical, I added some rose quartz lights. So let's see your card. You have chosen 1, 2, 3, 4, and the time that the card is saying persistence. I'm just going to read your message. Keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all of your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. And there is an affirmation as well, which says, I take steps to stay in alignment with my soul's journey and I reap the rewards of my persistence. So here the message is about persistence. Here the message is about being consecutive, just doing one step at a time, following 1, 2, 3, 4. So indeed, I feel that by picking this card, it wants to say that step by step you are reaching your goals. You are in alignment with your soul journey and you are on the right path. Well, we are always on the right path. This is just a reminder to just let us know that whatever we are doing, we are always on the right path. There is no like going away or straying away from the right path. So I will just place the card here, and as I promised, I'm going to start with the tea leaves. I will take them all out, and there are so many. And they're a bit messed up. Okay. So it will be challenging to reshuffle them, but I will do my best. So I will just do like this. Okay, this wanted to come. Well, I will just do like this and whatever jumps up, jumps. I just want to keep them hidden for a while. So please, Spirit, what the people who came here need to know. Please bring the right tea leaves for them. What they need to know. Okay. I will take these two. So We have a lot of tea leaves for now. I will just put the pile aside and I will start revealing them one by one, although some of them jumped face up. So let's see. We have ego, triumph over troubles, obstacles. Okay, this is always a good news. Let's keep going. We have whale, great worry over nothing. All right. We have something about the month of May. We have happiness. Then we have bull. Then we have fan, romance celebration party. The bull was saying, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Apologies for the sounds you are hearing, there is reconstruction all the time here. We have harp, great happiness. We have spear, heartache over what you no longer have. We have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business, and we have fly, a period of ill health, depression. Alright, so we got plenty of messages from the tea leaves, and I can just focus on the tea leaves alone. And then I would just take some tarot cards in order to just clarify those messages and see what we need to know about them. So let's start off with the first tea leaf, which is ego. So having the ego, I feel that indeed some of you are going to triumph about something. I feel that you are going to just fly above your troubles and see them from a higher perspective and just realize how small and petty they are and how stronger you are by seeing them from up above. Then we have the whale, which is saying great worry about over nothing. Well, we have an animal that is swimming deep in the ocean. We have a huge animal. Actually, I think the biggest animal. And it says great worry over nothing. So I think that this wants to indicate that some of you are worrying too much, like you are going way too deep within your worries. And it might turn out that actually there isn't any reason for you to worry about whatever you are worrying about. I feel that this card just wants to say to you to let go and surrender to your fate and just let things like unfold naturally. Then we have May, and well, this just might want to indicate that something either started in May, might remind itself now, might be in some kind of I feel that something that you might have started in May might somehow reappear in your life or might somehow like get some kind of peak nowadays. But we have May. It either represents something in the past that started in May, or it either represents something that is about to happen in the upcoming month of May. But I feel that it is more oriented towards the past. Because when I look at this card, the first thing that I notice are those flowers on this tree. So I feel that something that you planted, something that you started in May, is not finished yet, and it is going to have its peak period nowadays. Then we have happiness, and this happiness is close to May. So I feel that indeed some kind of good news are coming to you in regards with what has happened in May or something that you started in May. It might be job, it might be many things. But the happiness also, I feel that it's coming because of some kind of news. Something that maybe you expected or maybe you didn't expect it. We see white birds, which reminds me of peace, something that is going to bring you peace. And we have the sun, which is pure happiness. So I feel that indeed something good is coming your way. And I don't know why in my head I'm just hearing good news. Some kind of good news are coming your way that are going to make you really happy. Then we have Boo. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Okay. So with this card, I feel that some of you will be tested. Like some of you will just have to show what you're capable of and show how strong you are and show that you are just capable to do whatever you are doing and show what you're proud of. Just show your skills. Just express all the things that you have learned and just show how experienced you are. I feel that some of you will have that moment when you need to prove yourself. Like maybe you are going to start a new job again, or maybe there will be something that will require for you to show how strong you are, or just show what you're capable of. Then we have Fan, a romance celebration party. Okay. Well, I see the words romance celebration party. Maybe some of you will go on a party somewhere. Maybe some of you will attend some kind of important event. But I don't know why when I see Fan, I just imagine in my head like blowing away something, some kind of troubles. Like just blowing away something, like just getting rid of something that was troubling you. Then we have Harp, and Harp is saying great happiness. So I feel that with those good news that I mentioned earlier, indeed some kind of great happiness is coming your way. And I actually hear the music of I hear the music of love. I don't know why. Because I just imagine this hand that is like playing this harp, and I just sense some kind of gentle music that are like really touching your soul. So I really feel that you are going to feel some kind of emotions that are going to make you really happy. And it might be love related, or it might be just some kind of genuine happiness that you are going to experience. And then we have Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. So I see that this spear is like piercing this heart, and it's causing a lot of pain. I assume it is very painful. So it is in regards with something that you no longer have. Maybe some of you will realize that you no longer have what you used to have. You no longer have, for example, you change some kind of environment, or maybe you just like worked on yourself and just in general changed your perspectives, just became a bit more spiritual, elevated your vibration, and you realize that you have become a different person, and you realize that there are people in your life that are leaving, there are other things in your life that are leaving, and sometimes it might feel painful to see that. Or here, to be honest, I'm not feeling this kind of separation. I'm feeling some kind of separation that is with somebody you care about, actually. Maybe some kind of circumstances are going to separate you with somebody or something that you care about. And it's going to feel painful, but I don't sense that it's going to be some kind of like permanent separation. I feel more that it is going to be some kind of separation that is due to circumstances, but as long as there is like desire to keep contact with that person, or as long as there is desire, I feel that you can always stay in touch with this person. But I feel that physically you might separate from someone, you might move somewhere. I just sense some kind of hard feelings from this card. And then we have Broken Ring. parting of the ways in either romance or business. Okay. So, as I mentioned above, some of you might start new jobs. Some of you might move from one job to another job within the same company, and you might have to part ways with your old colleagues, and it might feel a bit like heartbreaking to just move to a new environment and around new people. But for the others, this might not be work related. This might be related with just parting your ways with somebody that you cared about, but just due to circumstances or due to how things are going between you two, you might just decide that it is better for both of you to just keep your distance and just part your ways and just move everybody to move in their own direction. And this might be painful, but I feel that even though it might be painful, I feel that it is for the best of both of you. But for some of you, definitely I felt some kind of work environment. I felt that you might be changing jobs or you might be moving in some kind of a different department where you are working, and this might cause you separation with your old colleagues, with your old bosses, and might place you in an environment where you are like completely new and it feels unfamiliar, and you might be reminiscing your old colleagues and just the environment before. Then we have fly, a period of ill health, depression. Okay, well, this is not good news. And indeed, from this card, I don't know, in my mind I'm hearing parasites. I don't know why. Well, it doesn't have to do something with parasites, but just by looking at this card in my mind, I'm just hearing the word parasites, but probably it doesn't have to do anything with parasites. Probably just by parasites, it might mean that like there might be some kind of parasite thoughts in your head which are like causing you to feel ill, which are causing you to feel a bit more depressed and a bit more down. But indeed, in my mind, I'm hearing parasite for some reason. Or it might be some people in your life that are like parasites and just draining your energy and making you feel ill. Alright, well, we have all these tea leaves. I will just keep them here because we might go back to them. I hope to leave them a bit more visible, so I mean, just to have the messages in front of us, just in case. And I will proceed with the tarot cards in order to see what else might be expecting you. By the way, I did not even count how many tea leaves I'm going to take for you. I just randomly reshuffled and they just came out and I just let them be. So it is completely like casual tea leaf reading without any like direction that I'm trying to lead it towards. I'm just taking the messages as they come, which I'm going to do with the tarot as well. I will just reshuffle like this in order to refresh the energy of this deck and push away some tea leaves. Alright, so please, Spirit, what do we need to know in regards with the tea leaves that we just drew? What do we need to know about the person who is watching this video right now? What does this person need to know about their fortunes, about what is coming, what is going? We have Eight of Swords. We have the Emperor, okay. And in the bottom we have the World cards, okay. Here we go. So, having the Eight of Swords, it wants to indicate that some of you are feeling a bit stuck on somebody, and that somebody is on Emperor position. And that Emperor here is holding an apple, but for some reason I see this Emperor holding your heart somehow. So I feel that those of you who tuned into this reading and chose this group, you are thinking about someone who is holding your heart and you are trying to free yourself. I can definitely see this woman like not just standing there. I can definitely see her trying to free her hands because I sense some kind of movement. And you are trying to get rid of that person that is holding your heart. But still there is some kind of tension there. I feel that you cannot completely free yourself from that person. I can feel that somebody is holding your heart. And in the bottom of the deck we have the World card, and I'm just looking at her in order to just see what messages are going to pop up in my head. But for some reason I'm focused on those two things that she's holding on in her hands. And it's like she's opening time dimensions and passing, because behind her the scenery is completely different. It's like she's moving from one dimension to another dimension. So I feel that the overall message here is that whatever is going on in regards with your heart, whoever is holding your heart and you feel trapped, I feel that you are just going to move forward from it, or just as a general energy, it is something that is supposed to go that way. It is something that is supposed to feel the way it feels, even though it might be painful. It is for some kind of greater reason. It is for a reason in order to help you pass through some kind of portal and just grow and become a better version of yourself. All right, let's keep going. Please, Spirit, can you give more information about this? Okay, this card just jumped out. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Then we have 5 of Pentacles, and in the bottom we have the 6 of Swords. Okay. This story is getting interesting. Having the Hierophant in reverse, for some reason, I feel that the conditions between you and this person are not meeting. It's like something is not allowing you to be together with that person. It might be work environment, it might be like different backgrounds, it might be some kind of traditions, religion. But since the Hierophant is in reverse, I mean, seeing the Hierophant in an upright, I see that he's giving some kind of blessing. And since he's in reverse, I feel that there isn't any blessing coming for you and this person. I feel that it feels as if something is against you and this person, and it feels as if you are stuck there. And still this person is holding your heart in their hands. And the other thing is that you are feeling quite miserable about this. I mean, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and you can see those people that they are barely surviving. They are passing in front of a church and they are hoping for a miracle. The good news about this is that you are moving forward from it. As much as it hurts, you are moving forwards. You are moving away from the pain. You are departing from the pain. The cards are not saying if this situation is going to clear up in your favor and in the favor of this person, but the cards are saying that as painful as it is, you are departing from the pain and you are moving towards a different place. All right, so let's dig some more in this situation, and then I will just take more cards about other things too. Because I don't want to focus on one single thing. That's why I took the tea leaves today, because they just give different topics. So can you give us one more card to clarify this situation, this love situation? We have the 5 of Wands in reverse and 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, with the 5 of Wands in reverse, well, what I'm hearing in my head is like you are going to give up the fight. You are going to like surrender to this situation the way it is. You are going to like not. I mean, if you feel as if you cannot escape, if you feel as if you cannot do anything about this, I feel that you are just going to surrender to this situation and just accept it the way it is and just move forward from it. I mean, move away from it. And the other thing that gets my attention is that here we have 555, which is the number, the angel number of change of situation. But what also gets my attention is that two of the fives are reversed, only one is upright. So I think that this situation might have hard time to change for some reason. And the card that is actually upright is the card of the Five of Pentacles, which is the card of pain, the card of like misery and suffering. So I feel that this is indeed some kind of painful situation that you might be in. And I don't want to like make it completely love oriented. It might be something else too, but for some reason I just saw this Emperor holding a heart. But for some of you it might not be a heart, it might be some kind of opportunity or something that you want. But I feel that for the majority here we are talking about somebody who is holding your heart, and this situation is a bit messy. It feels like the circumstances or everything in general is a bit against this, as if there is some kind of a huge border that you need to pass through in order to make this happen. But it feels a bit difficult, I'm not going to lie. And as a general energy, I feel that some of you are just going to accept the situation the way it is because you feel as if there isn't much you can do. I mean, I feel that you are in this Eight of Swords energy where you feel that both of your hands are tied up about this and there isn't much you can do about it. So I feel that you are just going to accept things the way they are. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which usually is the card of fast action, of fast movement. And since this card is in reverse, I feel that all the actions, all the movements about this connection somehow are blocked. Indeed, I feel that whatever is going on between you and this person that I'm talking, the one that is holding your heart, I feel that the things between you two are somehow blocked and there isn't much you can do. Alright, I will stop with this here and I will just move to another topic or another thing that the cards wants to show to you. So please, Spirit, is there something else that pile number one needs to know? Can you tell us something else for pile number one, the ones that are watching this? Also in regards with the tea leaves. We have the Star card, we have the Empress, and we have the Strength card in reverse. Okay, 3 major arcanas. So this should be something major in your life, and having the Star card and the Empress under the Star card, I indeed sense some kind of prolific moment that is coming in your life. And it is something that is like call of the destiny, because this Empress, I see her like ringing the bell and just waking you up that you are about to move towards some kind of more fruitful times. And having the Star card, I see you very hopeful and optimistic, and also my focus is on those on the water that she's like pouring. So I feel that you are going to like work on your life mission or your life purpose, and I feel that prolific times are ahead of you. I sense some kind of blessings that are coming your way, And this might be in regards with work, career, or just your life path in general. But having the Strength card in reverse, well, in this Strength card, I just noticed that she's like trying to cover this lion. She's like trying to hide this lion. So having this card in reverse, oops, sorry for the camera shake. Having this card in reverse, I feel that even though you are moving towards some kind of more prolific times, I feel that you are a bit, I feel that you are a bit like trying to not show all that you're capable of. I feel more that you are a bit hiding yourself. You are just pulling back a bit, even though you are in the good times, even though you are like walking in the path of success, you are moving towards more successful times. I can feel some kind of necessity from you to just pull back a bit, not feel that comfortable or a bit like shy away. Maybe some of you indeed need to be in some kind of career field where you need to express yourself more, and I feel you a bit more like shying away, a bit pulling back, a bit not showing too much of yourself. All right, let's ask more about this. Please, Spirit, can you give us more about this situation here? We have Nine of Cups and we have King of Wands in the bottom of the deck. So even though you might be shying away from this situation, I feel that later on you are going to become much more confident. Or even if you don't become much more confident, for some of you, I feel that there will be somebody standing next to you that will give you confidence and just like push you to do what you're supposed to do. It might be a friend, it might be a manager, it might be a partner. I just feel that there might be somebody here in your life that is going to just give you some kind of confidence boost and just push you to move forward towards your dreams and towards your goals. And what better than the Nine of Cups about this question? I mean, in the Nine of Cups, we have a man that I just see this man standing there like, okay, I made all my dreams come true. And I did it just casually, just like that. And I'm just going to sit here. This is what I feel from this card. Actually, what comes to my mind is that some of you will still be somehow worried or busy with this situation here and not think too much about your other things, about your career, but still you are going to have a lot of success there in that field. And you might make your dreams come true, but still it might feel a bit like, might not feel as if it's a complete achievement. It will make you happy, definitely, but I feel that some of you will still have hard time to detach from this moment here that I mentioned. So, yeah, just let me take a look at the timer. Yeah, I think we can stop here for now. Maybe just one last message to wrap it up, to not be like completely like ending up without giving any other message. So please, Spirit, one last message for the ones who are watching this, what they need to know. Four of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands and Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so with the Ten of Wands, a Ten of Swords in reverse. With the Ten of Swords in reverse in the bottom of the deck, for some reason I feel that the cards are pulling us towards that situation that I mentioned in the beginning in regards with somebody that is holding your heart. And I feel that even though you will just depart from this, somehow you are still going to carry this within you, because you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which wants to indicate something that is not ended yet, something that is still not completely over. Even if it's over, I feel that you are carrying that heavy feelings within you for a while. And then we have the Four of Swords upright and the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is indicating some kind of healing period, some kind of resting period, because you can see that this man is like laying down and like praying or just meditating there. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, we have somebody that really wants to move around, do things, but they're a bit blocked. So I feel that Spirit wants to say to you, in regards with this situation, there isn't much you can do. What you can do is actually just stay where you are and just meditate, rest, take good care of yourself, of your health, of your mind and body. And yeah, it might not be over yet, but still, I mean, even if it feels painful, just try to ease it a bit by resting your mind, taking good care of yourself and all the things that I mentioned. And for now, this is it. I mean, the cards are not saying which way this is going to go. They are just saying that you might still carry the outcome from, I mean, you might still carry the consequences from that difficult connection that you might have experienced. You might carry them in your mind and in your heart, but the cards are just saying to you, just rest on it and try to focus on what matters in life and just meditate, and for the moment this is it. So I feel like stopping here, and yeah, if you enjoyed this reading, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people find it, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your support is really precious for me, and it's helping me grow, and it's helping me also to come up with more ideas about readings. So just feel free to subscribe and comment, or I mean, any kind of participation is welcome. So that was it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye. Hello there, pal number 2. For those of you who chose 999. The keyword for this card is release, and I will just read the message. Endings are new beginnings in disguise. An ending symbolizes the closure of one door and the opening of another. The whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It is in the release where the magic happens. And there is an affirmation for you as well. I'm just going to read it. Doors open for me where others have closed, bringing transformation to my mind, my body, and my soul. So this card is indicating about closing one door and opening a new door. But in order to allow this new door to open, you should really close the old ones. So here indeed I sense moving from one chapter to another chapter, moving from one thing to the next thing. It's like letting go of something and starting something new. I will just place the card here and start with the tea leaves as I promised. I will just take many tea leaves and see in which direction they are going to go. Alright, I will just shuffle them like this. And if a card jumps, it jumps. I will just keep it face down and reveal it later, although some of them are jumping face up. So let's see which cards are going to bring messages for the people that are watching this. Which tea leaves are meant for the people that are watching this? Okay, we have some. As I shuffle, they are just falling, and I hope they are going to lead us to the right messages that are meant for you. Okay, let's take these. I will take some more. I'm doing it completely randomly because I want the cards to express themselves. Okay, these are too many. I will just take these and stop. Okay. So I think we have enough tea leaves. Let's put them like this and start with the revelation. Oh, we have so many. So, we have younger woman, dealings or relationships with a younger woman. Okay. So, maybe some of you will have something to do with a younger woman in your life. It might be a friend, it might be a daughter, it might be just some younger woman in your life, and you might have something to do with her. Let's see what else we are going to get. Grasshopper, situations in balance that require careful handling. Okay, so this might indicate that young woman, that's situation with a young woman that might be in balance at the moment, but there might be necessary to have a bit more like gentle approach to it. We have weeping below, family sorrow. Okay. So indeed, for some of you, I'm feeling that here we have something to do, it has something to do with family member or somebody in your family life with whom you are having a bit like balanced times, but at the same time, that balance line is a bit thin. Then we have, well, family wishes come true. Okay. In this pile, there is a lot of focus on family. Having the well, indeed, we have a wish in well. So I feel that it brings some kind of good news. I feel that there might be rough times with the weeping below, but I feel also that after the rough times, things will get better and something else will come in the place of what was lost. Then we have dog barking, advice from a friend. Okay, so with the dog barking in my head, I'm hearing warning. So I feel that you are going to receive some kind of warning. And I feel that indeed it might be in regards with a younger woman in your life. It might be somebody from your family, or even if it's not somebody from your family, I feel that there will be some kind of focus in your family life. Then we have months of the year card, which is March. Well, maybe something important is about to happen in March, but March is way too far away. Or maybe something has started in March and might reappear now. Just let me take a look at this card and see if I'm going to get some kind of message. Well, we have this beautiful snowdrop flower, and for some reason I'm seeing tears here. We have March and we have like tears. That's what I see in my head when I look at this card. So I think this is in regards some kind of difficult situation. Either it wants to indicate some kind of difficult situation in general, or it wants to indicate that something that started in March that is a bit heavy and might reappear. Like maybe you had some kind of arguments with somebody in March or some kind of clash, and this might reappear somehow. Then we have pin, new job, career. Okay. Well, with the pin, I feel that, well, not just for new job or career, but I feel that you are like finding something, like finding your direction, because we have the pin, and I just imagine it like the Google Maps icon, like finding your location, finding your direction, which way you want to move. Not just for career, but just finding your direction. It might be new job, it might be new career, but it might be just some kind of direction in which you want to move in your life. I feel it more that way with that pin. Then we have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Okay, so this wants to indicate that you are somehow protected. No matter what is going on, I feel that you are protected. And I just want to take a look at this card. Well, my attention gets focused on the candle that she's holding. She's holding it just like that with her palms open. So I feel that this candle is like a symbol of hope that is saying to you to not worry, that you are going to find your direction. And actually, I mean, this candle is pointing towards the pin. So I feel that it is just bringing some kind of light to that new direction, new career, or new thing that is coming into your life. It feels that the angels are protecting it and it is divinely guided. Then we have butterfly, a change for better. Okay, so indeed I feel that some of you are going to undergo some kind of metamorphosis. I definitely feel that some of you either are going to change career and do something better, or in general you are going to change somehow. You are just going to change direction and move in a path that is going to bring you a lot more blessings, and which will cause you to transform, not just transform your job, but I mean transform in general as a person. And the butterflies, I mean, they are beautiful. So I feel that for some of you, even your charm is going to increase. And we have flower too on this card. So definitely I feel that you will become more attractive too, besides anything else. And then we have wall, misunderstanding. Okay. This might indicate some kind of misunderstandings that are present in your life between you and a person. It's like there is some kind of a giant wall between you and a person in your life. And it's like the words that you are saying to each other, they are being hit in a wall and they are like not coming through that wall. Then we have club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Okay. For some reason, the wall and the club, I feel that they are moving towards that younger woman that we have. I feel that there might be somebody in your life, it might be a younger woman, that might try to convince you in something that you don't actually want to do. And also there might be some kind of misunderstandings with that person. Okay, let's reveal the last card. Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. And I feel that there will be a lot of lessons learned from that situation here with that young woman, or in general, if somebody is like trying to push you to do something that you don't want to do. I feel that you will just get closer to know yourself and what you want to do for yourself, not for the others. I feel that some of you are going to realize your own worth, and you will realize that you cannot always please everyone in your life. Sometimes you just need to look at yourself and ask yourself, is this going to make me happy if I just do what this person wants? I feel that some of you are going to learn to say more me after some kind of situation when somebody will just force you to do something that you don't actually want to do, but it will benefit the other person somehow. Alright, I will just put the tea leaves here. We got some random messages that came for the collective. And I will take the Golden Art Tarot and see what messages are also present about the people who are watching this. But I feel that all of you who came to this reading, I feel that you are going to undergo some kind of transformation, and you are like on a threshold between some kind of new path that you are taking, because we have the 999. So I feel that you are releasing something and moving towards something else. All right, let's proceed with the tarot. Just going to reshuffle the deck. So, please, Spirit, what the people who came to this reading need to know? What the people who came to this reading need to know? We have Eight of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. Well, seeing this Eight of Pentacles, I feel that you are going to work on something, and you are going to like put a lot of efforts and try to make it perfect. And also I sense a lot of desire to drive this towards some kind of perfection and completion. I definitely see you focused on something that is already existing in your life, or just like remembering something that you needed to do and just focusing on it. And also, as a general energy, I don't see you like grabbing some kind of a new opportunity at the moment. I see you more like dedicating yourself to something and moving towards it with high speed, or just with a lot of determination, and just trying to make it perfect, trying to make it as good as possible, trying to make it as good as it is going to give you satisfaction to look at it. And also, I mean, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel that like at the moment, as general energy, you might not be accepting any new offers or trying to do any new, like starting some kind of new things. I feel that you are focused on something that is like taking a lot of attention. All right, let's clarify this. Please, Spirit, can you tell more about this? We have Nine of Wands in reverse and Seven of Cups in an upright. Okay. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, what I'm feeling is that you are like tired of proving yourself. You are tired of holding on to what people think, holding on to what people understand. You have already like proven yourself. You have already shown what you're capable of. You have already placed those wands where you are supposed to place them, and you are just waiting for people to notice you. And having this card in reverse, I feel that you are not I feel that you are not trying to prove yourself to anyone. You are just tired of all kind of opinions or all kind of things that other people might want to say. I feel that you are not caring about any kind of public opinion, and you are just focused on your own way, on your way. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups in an upright position, and even though you might not be listening to what other people say in your life, I also feel that there might be a lot of choices in your life, and you might be confused which is the best thing for you to do. Well, I feel you in some kind of exploring kind of atmosphere. I feel you're a bit curious to try new options, to check out things, to check out what is working for you and what is not working for you. But at the same time, I feel that you are completely focused in what you are doing and you are having a lot of drive and determination, and you are not allowing some kind of past experiences or public opinion to interfere with that. And I also see you very curious, like, shall I try it that way or shall I try it the other way around? Will it be better like this? I just feel you like full of enthusiasm and focus and just like doing what you like to do. All right. Let's ask one more clarification about this, and I'm going to move to next. And it is the Hermit, and it is the Nine of Cups in an upright in the bottom of the deck. So with the Hermit card, I feel that indeed you are like in some kind of isolation. You are pulling yourself back and you are focusing on the thing that is important for you. And it's like you are isolating yourself from everything else. And another thing that just got my attention, here you have 999, just like in the card 999. So definitely this number feels significant for you. Definitely there is some kind of transformation going on in your life. And as I mentioned with the Hermit, I feel that you are working on yourself or working on your project, and you are like isolating yourself. You are not letting anything interfere with it, and you are like on your own path, on your own journey, and it feels sacred. And it is leading you towards your dreams come true, because we have the Nine of Cups in the bottom of the deck. So I feel that whatever you are doing here that I mentioned, that you are focused, it has something to do with your dreams, and it has something to do with a lot of abundance in your life. Because I just see this man sitting there and just thinking like, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve in my life, and I'm going to work for it. Well, I don't see him working for it because he's just sitting there, but I just sense some kind of determination from the past cards, and I see him like just sitting there and just knowing what he wants. All right. Let's take some more cards for other things. Please, Spirit, is there something else that the people who chose 999 that they need to know? Is there something else that the people who chose 999 that they need to know? We have the Strength card in reverse. Six of Wands and Six of Pentacles in the bottom. Okay. So here what I'm sensing is a balancing between two things. I sense desire for victory, desire to move forward. I also sense a bit hiding away and not being too courageous. It's like two different energies here that are clashing with each other. So I feel that some of you that are watching this, you might have some kind of desires to make action, to claim something, but at the same time, you might find it difficult to find the right courage in order to do it. And I feel that you are going to perform some kind of action after all, but it will be not fully like, it is not going to be some kind of action that will be completely empowered, it's in confidence and victory. It will be something like balance between shyness and lack of confidence and desire for victory. It's like you are going to try to make something, but at the same time, it is not going to be that bold of a move. The desires for the ideas or the desires for that thing are there, but at the same time I feel you a bit more like shying away when you need to perform it. And you will just go in between those two energies and make it, but it is not going to be like 100% confident, 100% with the right desire or attitude. Let's take some more cards about this as well. Please, Spirit, can you clarify this? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Lover's cards. Okay, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, again I'm sensing a lot of desire for movement, a lot of desire for action, but at the same time there is some kind of blockage. Something is blocking that movement and that action, and I also feel that you might be a newbie in that field that you want to move. You might be like still wandering and trying to find yourself in some kind of different field, and you might still be exploring it as a general energy. That's why I don't sense you like very confidently taking some kind of steps. You might have the right ideas, you might have the right attitude for it, but the way you are going to do it, it's not going to be, I mean, on the subconscious level, it's going to be like the Six of Wands, like having determination for success, but the way it is going to be performed, it will be like the Strength card in reverse, which wants to indicate that you will just pull back a bit. This is what I'm feeling, because this woman is like trying to hide this lion. I feel that you are going to like hide your true nature, or you are going to shy away from yourself for some reason. But having the Lover's card in the bottom, it wants to indicate that you are still finding your way in that thing, whatever you are doing or whatever you are about to do. You are still trying to find your way and you are still exploring your options. So it is not something that bad actually. It is just saying that you are still newbie and you are still learning and trying to figure out how things are working actually. So indeed, some of you might start a new job or just some kind of new direction. Alright, let's take some last messages. Please, Spirit, what else you would like to share with the people who chose 999? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Let's clarify it. Eight of Wands in reverse and Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, a lot of reversal energy, which wants to indicate that something is a bit more inwards here. Just let me take a look at the cards. For some reason, when I look at the Ace of Cups, what I see is the lotus flowers. So I just feel that you are going to go a bit deeper within. I feel that you are, yeah, that's the message for you. I feel that the cards wants to say to you that you are going to explore the depths of your soul. You are going to explore your internal world, and that's why on your external world things might be a bit blocked, things might not be happening because you are going a bit more inwards and you are meant to do that. I mean, we had the Hermit, which wants to indicate that you are a bit more like focusing on yourself rather than on the world that is outside of you. So indeed I feel some kind of energy that is focused more internally and is helping you grow somehow. But from both of these cards with the Wands in reverse, I feel some kind of blockage, like some kind of blockage that is placed on you in order for you to focus more on your inner world, to not focus too much on what is outside of it. Okay, let's get some clarification here too. We have the Empress and we have the Devil. Okay, this is very interesting. So, having the Empress, it wants to indicate that you are focusing more internally in order to find some kind of prolific times, in order to like be more in tune with your feminine energy, or in general to just find what is right for you. But I sense some kind of more gentle energy, like being more gentle to yourself and just discovering what works for you and what not. That's why I feel that the universe wants to like place you a bit more in hermit mode, like trying to put you more in the situations where you need to go more inwards. And having the Devil card in the bottom of the deck, I feel that this devil is saying to you, I'm going to hold you as my prisoner until you work on what you are supposed to work out while you are my prisoner. This is the message that I'm getting from the Devil card in the bottom of the deck in regards with this situation that I'm seeing. I feel that some of you might be in a situation that feels like imprisonment indeed, like having some kind of limits, having some kind of barriers, and feeling as if you cannot overcome them, you cannot move forward from them. And I feel that this is happening in order for you to just focus a bit more inwards and grow from it. And I also feel that it is going to lead towards some kind of prolific outcome that is about to manifest in your life. But I feel that this devil is going to hold on to you, is going to hold on to you. So as long as you just come to that Empress mode and just put out that things that you have learned while you were in your hermit mode. All right, I think that we had enough information from the cards. I can ask for some more messages, but I think it's best to stop for the moment. And maybe in the next reading we will see more. For now, I think that was it. So if you find the reading useful, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people discover it. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel, because your support is really precious for me, and it's helping me grow, and it just helps me to come up with more ideas for future readings as well. It's just helping me and motivating me to keep going, because I know that you appreciate what I'm doing for you. So that was it, actually. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye! Hello there, pal number 3, for those of you who chose 222. By the way, I hope you like the rose quartz lights here. They just bring some kind of more magical environment. So 222 is saying balance to you, and let's read the message. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine Whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. There is also affirmation for you, which I'm about to read. What feels peaceful and calm? I was having a hard time to read the words. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. Alright, so with the 222 cards, it wants to say some kind of balance. Something is coming into balance in your life. Also, I just sense some kind of message that wants to say to you, just breathe in, breathe out, relax. everything is going to fall into place, everything is going to be the way it is supposed to be. There isn't anything that is going to just stray out from your life path or from your destiny. So just relax and enjoy the moment, enjoy your life, and just know that eventually everything is going to be balanced, even if it feels imbalanced right now. The universe knows its work. I mean, there are certain laws, and whatever is imbalanced, it is going to find its balance later on. Or at least this is what I'm feeling from this card. It just wants to say to you, just take it easy, just chill, and balance will be there. So, as I promised, I will start with the tea leaves. There are many, and I will take many tea leaves in order to just get some random messages for everyone who is tuning into this reading. So, let's get started. I will just reshuffle, and if the cards are like falling or dropping, I will just let them be, because I just want to make it as casual and as random as possible in order to just help Spirit deliver the right messages for you. So please, Spirit, deliver messages for pile number 3. Whatever is meant for pile number 3, let it come in this reading. If I don't drop cards, I will just pick cards. But usually I'm dropping because it's really difficult. Okay, these are too many. But I will take these. And I will keep reshuffling in order to get more. I will try to get many tea leaves and then see what messages they are going to deliver. Please, Spirit, deliver messages for pile number 3. These are also too many. I will take these. Actually, I will just take all these and going to put the pile away. Okay, so we have a lot of tea leaf messages. I think these are the most tea leaves that I used for all the piles. Actually, funny fact is that now that I shot all the 3 piles, I think for pile number 1 I took the least. For pile number 2 I took a little bit more, and now for you I'm taking the most. But yeah, it's just how the tea leaves are jumping. I'm just leaving everything happen randomly. So let's start revealing the tea leaves. We have Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. Okay, so beware of self-delusion. I feel that this wants to say something about like the way you perceive things. Sometimes you might place yourself in illusion because our perceptions can be subjective, not objective. So just keep this in mind. I will keep flipping the other cards, and maybe more will pop up to this. We have Quill. Get back to basics. Okay. So by get back to basics, I mean we have the quill, and for some reason I see it as a feather. So by get back to basics, again I sense the message that take it easy, just calm down and relax and get in tune with yourself, get in tune with your soul in order to not fall into illusions, or in order to not fall into some kind of patterns or misconceptions or misunderstandings that might be coming from your mind or from different source. Let's keep going. We have Rabbits. Too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, so that might be the thing for some of you, but the general message that pops up in my mind with the rabbit is that some of you might just be too much concerned, not with sexual matters only, just matters in general. I feel that some of you might be like thinking in advance what is going to happen, how this is going to go, how that is going to go. Like, I feel that the rabbit wants to indicate some kind of busy mind, like a bit anxiety also, like feeling as if you need to jump and act on impulse every time. I just sense a little bit of stress from the rabbit, to be honest. Then we have desk. Pay attention to your work. Okay. Well, from the desk card, what I'm feeling is like, again, necessity to find some kind of balance. For some reason, the first thing that got my attention is that here we have these two legs and here we have the third leg, but we are not seeing the fourth leg, which somehow causes imbalance in my mind. Maybe something is not going on that good in your work environment. And also we have like angry faces here. Maybe there is some kind of trouble at your work, something that is not satisfying you. Or maybe there are people that are just not satisfied in general with your work environment, and it is causing some kind of tension. Then we have cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Okay, this is the good news here. So whatever is going on in your work environment, I feel that this card wants to say to you, just chill, you are protected, you are all right, and it is going to be okay. I mean, it feels like the situation is out of your control and there isn't much you can do about it, but the cobweb is saying to you that whatever is happening, it is just going to happen around you. It is not going to affect you directly, so you are pretty much safe. Then we have throne, position of authority. Okay. Again, I feel that here some of you might deal with somebody that is higher than you in your work environment. Maybe some of you have to talk with your manager or with somebody that is higher than you, and you need to discuss some kind of matter that makes you feel a bit anxious, and it might stir the things up a bit, but in general I feel that you are protected because we got the cobweb. Or maybe something is not clear for you because we had the dragon with the self-delusion. Let's see what symbolizes February. Okay, we have February, so I feel that the coming February something might be significant for you, but for some reason February doesn't strike me that hard. What I'm focused on is that cloud that is blowing something or just sucking something in, I think. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, it's just blowing something away. So I feel that this is the accent. I feel that it just wants to say to you, whatever is going on, it will be just blown away. It will be just gone. And there isn't any necessity for you to worry. So whatever currently is happening in your life, I feel that the message for you is that it will just go. So there isn't any point for you to put stress on it or just to worry on it. Just breathe in, breathe out, and just know that it will be all right. I mean, things are moving, everything is in motion, nothing is like standstill. So the good things are passing away, the bad things are passing away, so nothing stays forever. It's just all is moving all the time. The next card, we have August. Okay. This is interesting because here I sense some kind of full moon-like energy. It might be something in regards with the month of August, maybe something started in August, and I feel that it has a lot to do with emotions and feelings. Normally this would say, I mean, we are talking about August, and it would indicate sun, not moon, but for some reason I get moon popping up in my mind. And I also see those things as ocean waves, so I sense some kind of emotional situation, maybe something that started in August and it just keeps going, or it is like reminding itself to you. But I sense some kind of emotions and tidal waves. All right, let's keep going. We have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay. So I feel that all that has happened in your life, in the end, you are just going to realize how much wiser you have become, how much experience you have become, how much you have gained from it, and you are just going to look back and say to yourself, okay, I have overcome so much and I have learned so much from that journey. So there isn't much that can surprise me anymore. I'm pretty much experienced with everything. Then we have the angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Another card that is saying to you that you are protected. So I feel that some of you that tune to this collective reading, the general message for you is to know that you are protected. I don't know in what kind of situations you might be in right now, but there are two messages that are popping up and saying that you are protected. So no matter what is going on, I feel that there is some kind of veil of protection around you that is not going to let you harm. Then we have door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Okay. Well, just looking at this door, I'm sensing some kind of sacred ancient knowledge. I just see that door as some kind of treasure hold or some kind of labyrinth or something mysterious. So indeed, I feel that you are passing forward, you are passing towards some kind of mystery in your life, and you are standing in front of some kind of doors that are going to reveal a lot to you. Then we have the staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Okay, third card that is saying to you that you will be taken care of. You are not alone. Definitely, I feel that those of you who chose this card, definitely I feel that there are angels around you or just some spirit guides that are taking care of you, and they just want to let you know that you will be fine no matter what is going on in your life. Just try to let go of worries and just be confident that you will be fine no matter what is going on. And then we have firecracker, excitement. Okay, so indeed I feel that something new is coming which is going to make you very excited. I mean, we had the doors which are waiting for you, new opportunities are waiting for you. So indeed I feel that something new is coming into your life and it is going to bring a lot of excitement. Alright, I will just put the tea leaves aside. Maybe we are going to go back to them if other messages pops up from the tarot. And I will start with the Golden Art Tarot and see which other messages you are going to get. Just going to reshuffle the deck. Just going to do it like this. Alright. So, please, Spirit, what pile number 3 needs to know? What message you want to deliver to pile number 3? We have the World card in reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, a lot of Pentacle energy in reverse, which what comes in my mind is inner work, like working on your well-being, working on your fortune, working on your balance and stability, which is the same message with 222. Having the World card in reverse, just let me take a look at this World card. For some reason, my attention gets focused on those blue clouds that are around the cards. This might indicate something related with throat chakra area. Maybe some of you have difficulty to express themselves, or maybe some of you have difficulty to just say out loud what is bothering you and what you want in life in general. But also I sense a bit energy that is indeed focused more inwards because the cards came in reverse, all of them. But still I sense some kind of desire to pass forward, because I also another thing that gets my attention are the feet of the lady that are like stepping outside of this frame. So I feel that you are passing towards something new. You are moving towards something new, but you are not that sure or secure what is coming for you. But definitely I feel that you are passing towards something new. And let's take a better look at the other cards as well. Having the King of Pentacles in reverse, what just pops up in my mind, I mean, I'm looking at this king and I see how comfortably he is sitting in his throne. What pops up in my mind is out of your comfort zone. So I feel that you are coming out of your comfort zone for some reason. You are moving towards something and you are coming out of your comfort zone. The next thing I'm sensing here as a general energy from the Eight of Pentacles is breaking the habit. That's a message that comes to my mind. Breaking the habit. Like doing something non-traditional, doing something that that you were not expecting to do, or just indeed I sense that you are moving towards something new that is going to break the old habits that you had. I feel that you are renewing yourself and you are moving towards something new. I mean, even here we had the door and we had the firecracker, which wants to indicate some kind of opening new doors and a lot of excitement. So I really feel that you are leaving behind the old you and you are moving towards some kind of unknown fields, which are making you feel a bit as if you are outside of your comfort zone, and it feels a bit uncomfortable, but still it is something that is somehow written in your destiny, because you have a major arcana of the World card, and I can definitely see her like passing forward, even though she's not feeling that secure in herself. I see her passing forward and moving towards what's in her destiny, in her fate. Alright, let's find out more about this. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this situation here? What else we need to know about this situation here? And we have the Star card in reverse and the Tower card in reverse as well. Okay. Well, from the Tower card in reverse, my attention immediately got focused on that lady that is like covering her eyes or her face. So I just sense indeed some kind of anxiety, like you are moving somewhere and you are really like scared where it leads and what is going on. It feels a bit chaotic actually. Yeah, that's the word. I sense a bit chaos kind of energy, because something new is starting in your life and it brings tension and it feels a bit chaotic. And the other thing that just comes to my mind with the Tower in reverse is the general energy, is that a lot of old things are leaving your life and you are leaving them behind. That's why that chaos is being produced, because you are just like shaking yourself away from all those things that you don't need, or all those things that have been in your life that are not aligning with the new you. And having the Star card in reverse, I just need to take a look at her in order to see what messages are going to pop up in my mind. We have her in reverse. Well, when I look at this card, I sense like patience, like tranquility. But since the card came in reverse, I feel that you will be very impatient. You will be like a bit anxious even, because you are starting something new and something new is coming into your life. I sense a little bit of anxiety coming from the new things that are entering in your life. But it's not bad kind of an anxiety, it's actually good kind of an anxiety. It also involves some kind of excitement and also hopes, because my attention gets focused on the stars. But as a general, it feels pure because we have white flowers here. So whatever is coming into your life, it is something for your good. Indeed it will be a bit shaky, indeed it will bring a bit tension, a bit anxiety, but it is for the good, it's not for the bad. And whatever is leading your life, whatever is leaving your life, it is not leaving it. Don't take it as a bad thing. Just let it go, because if it's meant to go, you should just let it go without trying to hold on to things that are not serving you anymore. All right. Well, I don't feel like taking any more messages for this situation, because pretty much Spirit wanted to indicate that you are moving towards some kind of a new period that is going to bring excitement and anxiety and all the things that are related with that period. So I will just take some messages for something else. Just going to reshuffle the deck a bit. Alright, what other messages you want to bring to the people who are watching this spirit? What other messages are meant for the ones who chose 222? We have 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and Ace of Wands upright. Okay, this is very interesting because we have 7 of Pentacles, and what I'm feeling here is some kind of waiting energy. And I feel that you are waiting for something to grow, or you are just waiting for the right moment here with those 7 of Pentacles. And also I sense a bit dreamy kind of energy, like you are dreaming for something. You might be dreaming about better future, you might be dreaming about seeing yourself in better places, doing better stuff, maybe dreaming about a person with whom you can be. This is the energy that I'm sensing from this 7 of Pentacles. It's like you are planting the seeds that you want to manifest in your life. And under this card we have 7 of Swords. Well, from this card there is some kind of cheeky energy. It's like, yeah, actually it's not that cheeky. I just sense that you are planting the seeds and secretly hoping everything to happen in a miraculous way in your life. And yeah, actually another thing that gets my attention are the white flowers. So there isn't that much cheeky energy that I sense from this card. I just sense that somehow you hope things to happen in a miraculous way. You don't even know how they might happen, but you just hope that they are going to happen in some kind of miraculous way. And you are just planting the seeds there and dreaming that they are going to grow and bring you the desired results. But also we have a smoke here, which wants to indicate a little bit of confusion, a little bit of uncertainty, you are not sure if what you desire is going to come exactly to you, but still climbing upwards. I see a lot of hopeful energy from this 7 of Pentacles. I feel that secretly you are hoping for something, but at the same time doing the right work for it, maybe planting those small seeds that are going to grow and just lead you towards that desired result. And another thing that leads me to that thought is the Ace of Wands in the bottom of the deck, which wants to indicate as a general energy that you are just grabbing some kind of a new opportunity, you are just moving towards something new, or something new is being offered to you. That also could be the option. because there is a lot of like you can see there is light around this Ace of Wands. There is a hand that is holding this wand, and it's like something new is coming into your life and bringing a lot of light and energy and excitement. So definitely pile number 3, I feel that new things are coming into your life. I sense some kind of a new opportunity, some kind of new energy entering your life. All right, I'm not sure if I should clarify this because it feels pretty much like clear that something new is starting, you are manifesting it, it is going to grow. Let's take more messages. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say to you. Please, Spirit, is there something else that you want to comment or just share with pile number 3, the ones that are watching this? Is there something else that they need to know? We have the Fool. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse and 3 of Swords. Okay. This is very interesting combination here because we have the 3 of Swords and we have the Fool. Okay. I'm just trying to focus on the right energies, but for some reason my mind gets focused on 777 here that is being formed, like 3 times 7, even though one of the 7s is reversed. And it's the one of choice. I feel that there isn't much choice in this situation. I feel that you're pretty much walking on your destiny, on the path that is written for you. So there isn't that much choice about this. It is something that is pretty much written in your fate. And having those 7 numbers, I feel that it is somehow divinely orchestrated, and it might involve pain as well. Actually, yeah, that's the message for this 3 of Swords. They were not fitting in the whole picture, but now it comes to me. I feel that those of you who are watching this reading, you have endured a lot of pain. You have endured a lot of heartbreaks, a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, and it was part of your journey. It was part of your journey, and it was not something that I mean, your journey, you would have never reached the place you are heading towards if you had not experienced all the pain, all the heartache. Because all the pain and heartache has helped you to grow, has helped you to transform and become the person you are at the moment, or you are about to become in the next steps. So with the 7 of Cups in reverse, I feel that something is pretty much determined. There isn't much choice, there isn't much like derailing from it. It is going in a certain direction and it is moving towards renewal and like completely fresh renewal. I see you as somebody that is completely letting go of all the old patterns, completely letting go of all the old pains, or just all the things that have happened in your past. I see you completely renewed and ready to jump, ready to just open up new chapter in your life. And even the word reborn comes into my mind. I feel that indeed you are entering into a new cycle where you are going to feel like you are reborn for some reason. You are just going to completely let go of all the old energies and feel like you are reborn. You are like a completely different person. And another thing that just comes to me is the dog here, because the dog is barking at this fool, and it's like the dog is trying to warn the fool about something, but the fool doesn't care. I'm just trying to find out the right message here with this dog. No, actually, it's not trying to warn this person. It's more like being cheerful. So having the dog next to you, I feel that it wants to indicate that you are being guided by your spirit guides. And you are headed towards new beginnings. and it is a bit unexpected because we have Uranus energy from the Fool card, which is the planet of unexpected events. So definitely I sense a lot of renewal that is entering your life. I definitely sense that you are moving towards some kind of a new chapter, and there might be old energies that are reappearing in your life, but they are reappearing in order to be cleansed, in order to be released, and in order to just help you move on your new way. And just while I'm saying this, there is a loud motorcycle that is passing by, which wants to indicate that you are definitely headed towards your destination. So I feel that it is okay to stop here because I think that's quite alright. I mean, I think the length of the reading is pretty much the same as the other piles. So I will stop here now, and I will make other readings like this one where there will be more messages about the topics that we saw here. So if you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate to hit the like button in order to help more people find it, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your support is really, really, really precious for me, and it's helping me grow, and it's just motivating me to keep going because I know that you like what I'm doing, so it just gives me double motivation to do better and better. So that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Wishing you many, many blessings, and I hope to see you again. Bye.